He cheated and told me. I didn't leave. I did something worse. I knew something was wrong before she even opened her mouth. The way she stood there, arms folded, eyes darting anywhere but me, like a child caught with stolen candy, told me everything I didn't want to hear. It was a Saturday night. I was sitting on the couch, a cold beer sweating in my hand, the TV flickering soundlessly in the background. She'd just come home from working late. And then she said it. "Daniel, I need to tell you something. Please don't interrupt until I'm done." Her voice trembled. I remember my fingers tightening around the bottle. I remember the clock ticking too loudly. I remember my heart thudding like a drum in my chest. She confessed. Just like that. No elaborate build-up. No vague hints. Just a raw, brutal truth thrown at me like a punch. "I cheated on you." The words sliced the air in half. She tried to soften it. Said it just happened. Said it was a moment of weakness. It was her coworker Ryan, the same guy she always insisted was just a friend. I didn't scream. I didn't throw the bottle. I didn't even move. I just sat there listening while something in me cracked. For 12 years I'd loved this woman. I had built a life around her. Late-night drives for ice cream when she was sad, holding her hair when she was sick, celebrating her promotions more than my own achievements. We had dreams. Kids one day, a house with a bigger backyard, trips we never took because we were always saving up. And now this. When she was done, she cried. Not just tears, she sobbed, her face buried in her palms like she wanted to disappear. "I'm so sorry, Dan. I swear it meant nothing. It's over. I couldn't keep this from you. I had to tell you. Please. Please don't leave me." There it was. Plea. But I didn't leave. No, I did something far worse. The days after her confession were a haze. She acted like a model wife. Breakfast every morning. Sweet texts during the day. Asking about my work, rubbing my shoulders at night. It was as if she thought overcompensation could erase the stain. I, on the other hand, became a ghost in my own home. I spoke less. Smiled never. My mind was a relentless carousel. Her hands on someone else, her lips whispering to him the way she once whispered to me. And the worst part, she had told me. She thought that made her noble. But that's the thing about betrayal. Whether confessed or discovered, it rots you the same way. One night, lying awake next to her sleeping body, I realized. Leaving would be too easy for her. Too clean. She'd cry for a while, then rebuild her life. Maybe even paint herself as the brave, honest woman who made a mistake and owned up to it. Well, she needed to feel what I felt. The hollowing, the weight, the helpless ache of being replaced. So I stayed. Played my part. I kissed her cheek in the mornings, forced a chuckle at her jokes, pretended I was healing. But quietly I began to withdraw. Not physically, but emotionally, piece by piece. I stopped sharing my thoughts. I stopped making plans with her. When she reached for my hand, I let her hold it, but it was just skin, no warmth beneath. She thought we were mending. She thought time was fixing us. Meanwhile, I was turning our marriage into a hollow stage where only she still believed in the performance. Then came my decision. A month after her confession, she suggested we take a weekend trip. Just us to reconnect. I agreed. We drove to the cabin up north. The one with the pine trees and the silent lake we once loved. That night, as she poured us wine by the fireplace, I asked her, "Did you love him?" Her face stiffened. No. No. It wasn't like that. Would you have told me if it didn't end?" She hesitated just for a heartbeat, but it was enough. I think I would have. I couldn't live with that guilt. Guilt. Not love. Not loyalty. Guilt. I smiled, a cold, brittle thing. "You know what's funny, Sarah? You broke something in me. And I don't think you even understand what." She reached for my hand. "Dan, please. I want to fix this. I want us." And that's when I decided to stop being her safety net. Over the next few weeks, I built a life without her. Quietly, methodically. I opened a separate account. Redirected my paycheck. Spent more time working late. But not with anyone else, just reclaiming my space in a world that wasn't orbiting her anymore. I reconnected with friends I'd neglected, joined a gym, took weekend trips alone. I started living as if she was already gone, while still sleeping beside her every night. She noticed, of course, the anxious glances, the forced smiles. "Are we okay?" she asked one night, wearing the blue nightgown I once loved. "We're fine," I said flatly. The truth was, I wasn't punishing her with another woman. I wasn't screaming or slamming doors. I was doing something far more devastating. I was making her irrelevant. The woman who once held the center of my universe was now an afterthought. She begged for therapy. I agreed, sat through the sessions, nodded, shared just enough to look cooperative. But I never opened the door she was desperate to walk through. Because deep down I didn't want her to fix it. I wanted her to feel the slow, creeping horror of being tolerated, not cherished. 6 months after her confession, I handed her the divorce papers. She stared at them like they were written in another language. "Dan, what? I thought we were getting better." I looked at her, really looked at her. The woman I once adored. The woman who shattered my trust, then expected applause for telling the truth. "You didn't save this marriage by telling me," I said quietly. "You killed it the moment you betrayed me. Telling me just let you feel less guilty while I rotted inside." Tears welled in her eyes. "I thought you forgave me." "I didn't. I endured you." She fought, of course, begged, promised change. But it was too late. Divorce is ugly, even when quiet. There were tears, lawyers, cold emails about furniture and bank accounts. She moved in with her sister. I kept the house, not out of sentiment, but because it was mine long before it was ever ours. The day she came to collect her things, she paused at the door. "You could have left me that night," she said, voice trembling. "Why didn't you?" I met her eyes. "Because leaving would have let you heal. This way. You understand what you took from me." It's been a year now. People ask if I'm over it. I tell them yes, but the truth is murkier. Betrayal doesn't fade, it scars. Changes the way you look at love, at honesty, at yourself. I'm dating again cautiously. I smile more. I sleep better. But sometimes in the quiet hours before dawn, I think of that night. Her trembling hands, her confession like a grenade tossed into our life. And I wonder if what I did was justice. Or just cruelty in a prettier suit. Because I didn't yell. I didn't hit. I didn't cheat back. I stayed. And in staying, I made her live with the slow, gnawing weight of being unwanted. That was my revenge. And somehow, I think it hurt more than if I'd walked away that night.